Hello princesses! Today I'm going to be talking about Romance Hanbok collection. I'm going to be doing a get ready with me for the makeup that you see here. This is based on more of the cool tone purple collection. So for the Hanbok collection, it seems like they kind of did like a brownie side and then like a cool purple side. And so even though I love the browns, I did decide to get like the purple eyeshadow palette. So in this get ready with me, I'm just going to be showcasing the colors that sort of go along that line, so the cool toned ones, which is not my usual ones. Normally I'd be like all in the brown ones. So if you would like to see how I achieved this look, then please just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting with the cushion. This one is the clear cover cushion and mine is in the shade number 1 Pure 21. I have used this one a few times before already. And it's really nice actually. I like it better than the other one that I have, which is the Zero Cushion, which I also have in the same shade, which is 21. I find that the Zero Cushion is a bit thicker, and so because the colour is not really quite right for my skin tone, it's really obvious that the colour is incorrect. And I find it quite, yeah, it just looks thick and heavy on my skin, the Zero Cushion, whereas this one, which is the Clear Cushion, it's a bit more like, you know, like when they say like things like a serum cushion and they're really lightweight and dewy. It's like that, and so I quite enjoy it actually. I'm glad that it came in the case as well because I actually really like the case too, like it's really pretty. And I have tried a few, I have tried a few products from Romance and I quite like them, so I might end up keeping the case, and I'm sure that most of the refills are probably going to fit into that case, right? It's really pretty. It's like a little like opalescent top. Yeah, so it has light coverage basically. I haven't really tried to build it up at the moment because it is getting into summertime in New Zealand. I don't really want thick hairy coverage. I don't usually want that anyway, to be honest, but yeah, that's just my preference. I like, I can see like a few little scars poking through, so I've got like a little red patch there. I can see the freckles up here. Pores and all of that stuff are pretty much the same. Like it's not making them look worse, but it's not making them look any better. I do quite a light coverage on my forehead also because I do have a fringe, so I don't really care. Like no one's gonna see my forehead anyway, but I do put makeup on it just in case, like, you know, like when the wind blows and you can see a bit, otherwise it would look strange. So then next I'm going to do cheeks. Because this is a cream product, I want to put this one next. This one is the See-Through Melting Cheeks, and this one is in the shade number 3. So I picked the purpley colours because I do have the purple eyeshadow to do today as well. So I have not actually tried this one out on my cheeks yet, so I'm really curious. I have tried the other 2 colours, and if I can get them to work, I will absolutely love them. But yeah, so there's like a brown color, surprisingly really nice, and then this like orangey red, which also surprisingly very beautiful. So they have this really like thin, slippery, creamy consistency, like really thin, and they come with this tiny little cushion. So I have tried applying it with my fingertips and then with the cushion as well, and I found that the cushion actually worked a little bit better. With my fingertips, I found that I pulled off quite a bit of the foundation underneath, but I can't really set the foundation before putting these on because obviously the you know, powder is going to interfere with the application. One would assume, right? So this is an interesting color. I don't know if I like particularly love that. For me personally, I usually find that purple blushes look really strange on my skin tone because I have naturally quite yellow toned skin, so when they mix, it kind of like, purple would normally negate yellow, or yellow would negate purples, and so I find that it looks a bit strange, but that's just me. So I'm gonna do like that. So what I'm doing is I'm basically holding the cushion tight and just using half of it there, because I don't know, I don't find that the square or rectangle is really like the best shape to apply blush, but it does fit in the container. And then what I can do is I can swap and use that to sort of like blend some of the edges out a little bit without actually putting more product on or moving it around too much. So the other thing with it as well is that I feel like I have to apply a lot, because whenever I put a powder over the top, which I need to do specifically because my hair will stick to everything. Oh, there's a little bald patch. yeah, the colour disappears. So I feel like I have to put on so much that I look like a clown in order to actually get the product to be seen throughout the day. So it's a work in progress. But yeah, sometimes like it does have like little bald patches. Oh, it's my problem with cream products. A lot of the time I find that they just pull the product off of my skin, like the base product, and I end up with like either bald patches of foundation or like parts where the blush itself isn't adhering to the foundation, which is very frustrating. So I'm going to powder my skin using my Mercier translucent setting powder, which is not new, but I don't think that this collection came with a powder, to my knowledge at least. There is one blush that I'm missing, which is like really frustrating because it only came in like a special gift pack. Like you got the cushion, one of the cheek products I think, and then the new cheek product, and like a bag and a lip product I think. But they sold out before I could buy it, and I can't really find this collection on many websites, so I got mine on Beauty Box Korea, which is really good because it ships really quickly to New Zealand, which is great in a pandemic. You do have to use DHL shipping though, so I am paying for the quick shipping, but it's quick, it's reliable, my packages get to me on time, and everything's lovely. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see how much that cheek colour disappeared when I put the powder on, but yeah, it does. The powder does bring down a bit of the shine of the cushion, but I still feel like it looks really nice and glowy, so that's why I like this powder so much. It generally leaves a bit of shine if the product is shiny, which is good because why bother buying a really beautiful foundation that's super shiny and pretty and then powdering it and it turns matte? No point. Okay, so I did my eyebrows off camera just because it's super boring. You can kind of see like the cheek color a little bit better when you're up close as well, especially because the sun has decided to go down and it's coming back again, and I'm going to be really overexposed, but what can you do? The weather is terrible here at the moment. So we're going to be doing eyes using this little eyeshadow quad from Romand. This is just one of the standard Better Than Eyes quads, but it's from the Hanbok edition. I got the number 2, which is the purples. I was really tempted to get the first one, because I like those colors, but at the same time I'm like, it's just so uninteresting. Like, I have so many browns. You guys see me use brown colors all the time. I probably considering picking it up like just for my own fun anyway, but we'll see. So I'm going to do my traditional eye, super boring. I'm going to use this one in the crease. I'm not actually sure if that one's going to really show up, so we're going to actually try that out now before I commit to anything else. So I'm using my Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease brush, picking up that lighter shade, and I'm just going to put it through the crease and see if that comes. Yeah, I think I can see a little bit of colour. That's good. Perfect. I'm going to use this one in the crease, this one in the outer third, this one over the lid, and in the inner corner I'm actually going to use the highlighter. So this is a Veilighter, and this one is number 2, which I think is called Moonlight. It's like a whitish pink shimmer. You can see where I've swatched it already. So I'm going to use that in the inner corner just so that there's not too much, because that purple glitter looks like it's going to be fairly intense. So I don't want to, I haven't tried it yet, but I don't want to make my eyes look too much. So this is a really nice like little base color. I like that it's like, it's got a little bit of hinted lavender, but it's almost like grayish. And I actually don't mind it. It's kind of like a neutral purple. So I feel like I can really like use this as a blending color, because sometimes like the other colors, because I am more on the fair side, can be a little bit dark and I feel like a little scared to use them. So then I'm going to use this darker color, not quite the very darkest, but this one, and I'm going to try and put a little bit of that in the outer third, and that's just going to sort of like deepen it up a bit. So I'm kind of just putting that right in the outer third, not being very precise. So then I'm going to go in with this Veilighter and my Luxe Smoky Shadow from Zoeva. This is a 234. It's basically just a flat shader brush. I'm going to pick this up and I'm going to put it just on the lower lash line and the inner corner. We'll see how this goes. It's quite pretty. It's a bit more pink than I would like it to be. I wish it was like a little bit more white, but that's my personal preference. Alright, And then we are ready. Actually, you know what I have forgotten though? To do a bit of the lower lash line. So I'm going to use my Zoeva 226 smudge brush. It's so gross. Like, can you see how different the colors are? This is the one that I use all the time, and this one I don't use as much. So it's like really clean. Ooh. Ugh. And I'm going to use the darker shade, and I'm just going to smudge this underneath my lash line. And then I'm going to use the sparkly with the flat shader brush. Ooh, that picks up a lot. This is going to have bunch of fallout. Okay. Ooh, it's pretty though. So sometimes I put my hand on my face if I've already done my base product and I think that the glitters are gonna fall out onto my cheeks. Honestly, it works pretty well because I can't go and take the foundation off. Now, do I want to put more of that glitter on, or am I gonna just let it be subtle? Because it's not exactly that subtle at the moment. I'm going to put just a little bit more of the glitter on. Okay, it looks super pretty so far. I really like the way that this looks. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do liner, lashes, fix the hair, and then I will come back to show you guys how they look and the rest of the stuff. Okay, so here's how the eyes are looking. Yes, you cannot see them, but I will show you at the end. We're going to use the highlighter now. So this is the Veilighter that I used on my eyes. I'm going to use this on the high points of my cheek, and that's about it. I'm not a huge highlighter fan. I don't know, I just don't like it so much. But I'll give these a go. So I am applying this using the same blending brush that I use for my eyes. That has been cleaned, of course, of eye product. I have tried out the other Veilighter, but I haven't tried this one yet. Oh, it's quite nice. You can kind of see it. Goodbye sun. Put it on the other cheek as well. That one I'll be able to see better. It's such a huge pan for a highlighter. Like, I do not need this much, but that's just me. So there's the other one there. It's a nice shimmer. It's not too like glittery, which I like. The other one, the gold one, is a bit more glittery, and so I like that one a little less, I guess. Okay, and then lastly is the lips. These are the see-through matte tints. I already have a bunch of them and I already know that I really like the formula. I also love the packaging. This is number 10, Blush Purple. The other ones have got like that really nice, it's like matte pastels, but they're not like your traditional pastel. It's like pastel like grey, pastel like foresty green. This one's like a nice greyish purple. So this one is the purplish colour on the outside as well as the inside. Today the sun hates me, I'm so sorry, I keep having to like open and shut the curtains. Excellent. And this is the only one out of the 4 that I have not tried yet. So I saved all of the purple ones for last. So let's give this one a go. Okay, that's a really pretty colour. You can see me like frowning at this applicator because it's really sharp on the top. Like it's really uncomfortable on my lips. I don't know, like I can't see anything sticking out or coming out, but what is it with Romand and just not so great applicators? Not super impressed with that, but the other ones don't have any problems with the applicators, it's just this one for me. But this colour is so pretty. I am pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be a bit more like purple, but it's a really nice like nude pink, but in a cool tone, so I really like it. Okay, so this is the final look for the Hanbok collection, which I still hope I am saying fine. I will have to check. All in all, I am really surprised about how much I like it. I kind of looked at the collection and I was like, aesthetically, like they look like the packaging looks really nice, but then when I looked at the colors I was kind of like, it's not normally my cup of tea. Like it's more like muted deeper colors, so like not super dark, but like lots of like rusty kind of browny sort of lip colors and things like that, and like the blushes like more towards the browns. The purple is kind of like different, but I actually really like the collection so far. I need to test a few more things to see if I can get these blushes to work for me, but overall I think that they are lovely. I really like all of the colors of the lipstick. The eyeshadow, really like that also. And yes, my fringe needs to be cut. I'm getting my hair cut tomorrow. I'm like so excited because I've been able to get like nice curls in some of my hair, but the blonde part look like disgusting like noodles. So I'm going to see if I can get the blonde parts cut off, because it's really curly, which is cool. But yeah, the blonde is just gross, and it's super heavy, so like you can never see, like, that's the problem with dark hair, you can never see like the fun curls that I can see on camera. It just looks like Hagrid's hair, but we will see what will happen. Who knows? Might come back with like a disgusting haircut. I hope not. But yeah, I think the only thing that I don't particularly love is the highlighters, and that's just because I don't really like highlighters that much. However, I think that the Moonlight one that I'm using at the moment today looks really pretty. It's probably my favourite out of the two. I don't know if I'll keep it just because of how gigantic it is. Like, it's very unnecessary for me personally, just because I don't use highlighters that much. But yeah, overall I think it's lovely. So stay tuned for a few more reviews. I will be doing all of these ones separately. I think for the, I still have to decide if I want to do the cheek stuff together or separate, because the last ones that I put together like ended up being a really long video. So I'm like, oh, is it better to do little short videos? What's your guys' thoughts? Do you like having the videos, like all of the cheek products together for a collection that's like a 10 to 15 minute video, or would you like them to be separate? Let me know. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!